Now here, we have witnessed question number 5. Configure SELinux roles on web group with SELinux.yml as the file playbook name. SELinux policy should be targeted and state enforcing. Now we have witnessed Surya and Martin that every question, alternative question paper, what student receives, this is the only question. This is only question or the fifth question where you'll have sometimes SE Linux and sometimes you'll have NTP client.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So Martin might come across for the fifth question SE Linux, and Surya might find a question on the fifth one as NTP
Okay.
client. So we will try to do both, and then anything which comes, you can practice both. You should, any
Okay.
one of them comes, you should do it at that point in time. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is no as such man page I will try to give you, but try to by heart this part, which is quite tricky, but you have to take it the pill anyway.
Okay.
So here in the man page, I do have less slash usr share ansible. Okay, and then you have roles. In that role you will have rel SC Linux. Then you have here readme. So in the readme I do have some inputs which I can recall. You can see here there are some inputs you see which might make you recall the steps. Okay, might. So what are those? Here, yeah, this one, this two. Okay, so I will just try to copy this and paste it in the question paper. Okay, just for the sake of this will not be available in the exam. You need to recall. Okay, so what it these variables you are supposed to remember. That's what I'm trying to give you an honest input. So these two variables have to be declared, and then you need to run this whole playbook as by heart. Now, what is it? I'm going to explain you, but here this file will help you to recall how to start your playbook. Yeah, see, this is how regarding roles. Okay, I'm using here red hat. Little change, you need to put prefix red hat system underscore it is. Here he has used hyphen, so something like this. Okay, and then you have two boolean values here, variables here, vars you're supposed to declare. Okay, so having said, the first thing vim se linux, you can always try vi se linux dot yml, and then hyphen 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 name play play to configure se linux. So host, I'm just for the demonstration I'm taking dev. He said on it has to be done on web group. Okay, I'll take web. Let me check what is the host under web. Now here vars. So I suggested to take help from the man page and copy this from that particular location. Copy and paste it here. Okay, and then you'll write the tasks hyphen. Here I need to tell you honestly, Surya and Martin, you know,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
uh, one the SLNX is a context you might have remembered by now, is a separate set of rules which get applied on the processes.
Right.
Unlike other security models available within the operating system, that host based security, SLNX is far more to cage the processors so that they are restricted to only view certain files and folder files based on the process which has the permission. Okay, it's something I think Surya can be a person who has witnessed in so many banks. They do use SC Linux, but there's a separate team to develop that. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you that SC Linux, if it is disabled mode, when you enable it in the on the OS, you have to reboot the machine. That's what I'm trying to come at to the point. So let's say in web, in the web we have a machine. Let's see here, cat inventory. So web, where is web? There is no web. So we have test. Let's take it test. Let's make it test. So test, we have server B. So if I go log into server B, hello.
Yes, sir.
If I log into server B, SSH root at the rate server B. If I type SC status, it is up and running.
Yeah.
So this question is going to be applied on a machine where SLS is disabled.
Okay.
So for the exam preparation, you need to do the same thing which I am doing now. That is, go back to your configuration file on server B. Okay, SLS config, and bring it to disable mode and reboot the machine. Why reboot? I've just answered you, because these policy engine gets applied on the processes. So processes are nothing but running, right? Running processes, it will be applied. So I will say disabled. Spelling is there in the top somewhere. Yeah, disabled. Once you disabled, you have to reboot the machine. Before you fire this playbook, mind you, you need to make sure that the machine on which this playbook of SLNS is going to get executed, SLNS should be disabled mode. Can I conclude that you understood, Surya and Martin?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And so does also an exam to whomsoever node you're going to apply a playbook. Sorry, that machine will be having SLNS disabled. So look at here. So when I type SC status, it will say disabled. This would be the state before writing the playbook and firing. This would be the state of the machine. Just give me 1 minute. 1 second. 1 minute.
Okay.
So, somebody at the door. One second. Thanks. I'm back. So here now explaining the playbook. I will write a playbook. First, I'll create a block rescue. If you can remember, block rescue is any task under block has to be executed first.
Okay.
If it is having an issue, then it'll move on to the next task under rescue. That's how it has been built. Block and rescue are going to complement each other, provided uh, tasks which are failed in the section of block, then under rescue will come for implementation. If everything went okay with the task under block, these tasks will not now never be fired under rescue. So block rescue is complementing each other, provided block task under block has some issues or errors, then the task under rescue will get fired. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So mm, so what I'm trying to do now is, so SC Linux. Oh, I'm server B. So I will open one more terminal here so that we will see when it gets fired on B, the console will reboot twice. So let this console be up and running. Before I fire, I'll show you. This is our server B console. So SC Linux. The first task is to name, apply SC Linux role, first task. So block, this is must, and then hyphen, I'll write here, okay, include underscore role. This is the module name, and then you'll give the name as, very important, red hat dot rel underscore system underscore role. How did I know? If you type Ansible, okay, hyphen galaxy, okay, and then say role list, okay, then collection list, you will find here this is what you're supposed to remember because of this.
Okay.
So uh, this will make you understand that there is a collection. Under that you have roles. Under that roles you have the SL Linux playbook in the form of role. So I'm writing this. Okay, hello.
Yes, sir.
Under that I have SL Linux role. Okay, you don't have to by heart. You have to find out like this. Okay, and then look for the input. So less, if you can insert, sorry, slash usr share ansible. Okay, then you have collection, then ansible underscore collection sc linux. Here you have red hat. You can see here red hat dot rel underscore system underscore role. You have sc linux. One second. Here, okay, you'll find those collections there. Sc linux. When it mounts, hello.
Yes.
Okay, okay. My keyboard is not working. So we have mentioned accordingly. Then now, if there is a issue, if for the first time when she executes this role, she finds that the SE Linux status is disabled, she'll go. This playbook will go and make changes to the /etc SE Linux config file from disabled to enforcing and reboot the machine. We'll see that happening when I fire this playbook. You can witness while my playbooks is in the execution mode. This first task will get executed, and if she finds that okay SL Linux status is disabled, she'll go and make changes to the CFG file and reboot twice. Okay, so rescue is once she does make changes, then these tasks should get executed. What is that? Name something, check for the failure.
Will it reboot, sir, system?
Yes, I will show you. I will show you. It'll reboot the system under web, that is server B. I will show you first, because she will find, see, SLNS can, context can only be applied when it is, when the system has been running with SLNS policy. Only then new policies can be applied.
Yeah.
Are you clear? But it is in a disabled mode, so she is not able to apply this role, right? So what she does is she goes and make changes. I will show you. Okay, okay, and then this to the CFG file, and then she reboots the machine, and then the remaining part of this, because she has failed, these tasks will get applied. Okay, okay, for the other, for check for the failure for machines. Here we ansible dot built-in dot fail. Now you're writing a when condition here. She'll grep for this, not se linux underscore reboot required. Okay, fail. If he finds this message, so he may not appreciate what I'm trying to do. When this task fails, she'll send a message to the Ansible engine saying that, and she'll try to, the next module will look for this input in the error code, not SLinux reboot required. Okay, and then you are going to reboot the machine. If she sees this particular message coming in, and then you'll use reboot the managed node ansible dot built-in dot reboot. If you think you cannot remember all this, use the
Man page.
man page, and then here name. The next is reapply. After system reboots, this again this SLinux role will be applied. Reapply the SLinux role to complete the changes. Here you can say include again the same block, include underscore role, and the name is the same. Now I will execute this only once the terminal is here. Look, I'm just trying to bring this terminal here to a side. You will be witnessing things happening. SE Linux. I have one more terminal here. I will do SSH to root at the rate server B. Okay, later when system reboots. Okay, now here SE Navigator run SE Linux -m std out -v or syntax check. Oh, there is no web. Okay,
It's web server.
there is no name by name called web in the whole inventory file. We have
Web.
test. Let's take test. Now syntax check. So when I execute this playbook, you see on the left hand side, okay, on my left hand side, you'll see server B rebooting herself for the first time.
Okay.
So it failed. It failed.
But it is rebooting.
No, it failed because she didn't find SS status running. So she
Okay.
made some changes. I will see that. It'll reboot twice. Okay. When it comes up, I will show you that it made changes to the CFG file. If you make changes to CFG file, you have to reboot the machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it is rebooting. See, it is now here from 0 to 1. Means 0 is disabled and enable is 1. You can see, wait for, because LCL's context gets applied in all the processes. So it will take time. You can see it's rebooting again. Once she has made changes to the CFG file, still she's in a waiting position. The playbook is not yet over. So I'll show you cat slash etc SELinux config. So she has made a enforcing. Can you see here?
Yes, sir.
She's made changes. Now
Yeah.
she's applying the actual context. You can see here. It's done. Okay, it'll has come to the prompt. So if I type SE status, it's all running. Understood? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you can check either by typing, Ansible test hyphen m shell hyphen a se status. It should be up and running. Fine. This should be your output.